There we go. That's better. Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? BP Hero Podcast, Season 6, Episode number 44. Hang on, guys, doing some typing here. Okay. So there's a poll up for all three of you that are here so far. And I kind of thought about doing something a little bit different tonight. As far as like the Q&A goes. If you're not aware or don't have Facebook or don't follow on Facebook, which you should be. I posted a little Q&A over there tonight. You guys never let me down with something amusing to talk about. Obviously, most of the time it's softball related, but we've been known to dive down different roads before. And what I thought would be kind of funny to do this time around, I got a notification of, I got a bunch, but I only opened one of them because it was from a friend of mine that I knew the question would be nothing about softball. And sure enough, he didn't let me down. So I did have to respond to that. So I haven't seen anything else. What I thought about was maybe having Mrs. Hero just kind of put me on the spot with some of these questions. Maybe even make her answer a few of them. What's everybody's thoughts on that? I've got one yes so far. I haven't even ran this by her yet, but I got 3 votes for yes. I mean, that's enough for me. You know, 3 Dale and hard do for Dale. You know, that kind of thing. That's more than plenty in my book. I'm sure she will disagree. She is putting her daughter to bed at the moment. Bless her soul. Oh, and I gotta go let the dog in. Stand by. Uno momento. Por favor. You like that? Okay, we're back. Trying to make that as fast as I could. So how's everybody doing tonight? All 3 of you in here so far. Not a peep. Not a single peep in the comment section so far. It's kind of surprising. Usually somebody's always got something to say. For this weekend, I am going to vlog. It's going to be something a little bit different. Something I've never been a part of, something I've heard a lot of my friends talk about. And I've got a lot of mixed feelings on this type of softball. I'm going to do it anyway because it's a chance to get out with the boys. It's a squad of a bunch of my OG friends from my Sonic team a couple years ago. Not my Sonic team, but the Sonic team a couple years ago. So I thought, man, might as well go out, hang out with them, have a good time. The fences are 200 feet. You heard me right. I said 200. It's on turf, so that's going to be cool, no matter what they'll play. I think that's the big selling point for me anyway, is the fact that it's on turf. So, it'll be an adventure. I'm not a big fan of tournaments like that. There can't be fun in having a home run derby on a 200-foot fence. There just can't be. But you never say no on an opportunity to hang out with the boys. Eric hanging out on the exercise bike. What do you got? One of the Pelotons? So a friend of mine that he is works at a hospital here in town. He's like one of the IT guys. Coincidentally enough, they did like a drawing within the hospital, and he actually won a freaking Peloton. Like it came with like, it was like the whole 9 yards. It came with like the TV screen and all the crazy stuff. And I do want to go try it out. I haven't yet, but I do want to go try it out. Just see what all the hype is about. Gabe has gotten really into biking. I know you guys, some of you may not even know who Gabe is. Gabe was one of my OGs on the channel, and then he just kind of went off the grid. He doesn't spend a lot of time on social media or things like that, so he doesn't really want to be on here, and I completely respect that. But the OGs know. So he's gotten into biking a little bit, and he's a Peloton fan. So when Jacob won this thing, he had to go check it out. I ain't going to do no Peloton reviews. We're not going to go over there and, give our thoughts and watch me die on a Peloton, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to try out something different just to get some, cardio in, get the heart rate up a little bit and that kind of thing. Yes, Matthew, he was on the last video. He indeed was. It's been a minute, but I think he was in the Resmondo video, and he was in the Torch video, and the Vanilla. Wait, was he in the Resmondo video? I can't remember. Either way. And then he was also in the Vanilla Gorilla video as well. So he's been kind of dabbling back into it a little bit, trying to decide where he wants softball to take him. He's kind of in that odd space where we've all been in. It's like, do you want to be done? Do you want to not want to be done? And when you go play, you have fun, but the thought of it sounds terrible. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. Yeah, Matthew, he was swinging the Vanilla Gorilla, crying about his hands. I was crying about my hands too. So let's not victimize the man here. Let's just pump the brakes right there. Oh God, I gotta sneeze again. Hang on. All right, that was a bad one. Had to kind of gather myself there for a minute. So Matthew says, yeah, he sold yours for the same reason. Yeah, so the Vanilla Gorilla was an interesting one. Man, I don't know. It got really good. I'll say that. I took it out with our guy Mitchell, who we've seen on the channel just a little bit here and there. That dude, I don't think he's missed a softball, like mishit a softball in the last 2 years. So he was the perfect guy to go out and take that thing and break it in with a small sweet spot. So it was right up our alley. It worked well for me to get it broken in. And he likes trying out the bats and stuff too. So it worked out to get the swings in and do that. I thought about I actually think I might have, did I film that? I think I might have filmed that and decided like as Mitchell and I's rounds were over that like this thing needs like another, like it had hit another gear. It's interesting how some of the bats this year, and it's just like a break-in period thing. There haven't been a lot of bats that need a lot of break-in over the last, I would say, a solid 2 to 3 years. And when I say break-in, I mean like 200 to 300 swings. This thing felt like it could have tooken. Are you serious? It felt like it could have took that and more. So it was an interesting one, but I thought that even with the swing count and compression that it was at, it was swinging great. So I decided to shoot it then. I can't remember what the details were. It's been a minute since I've had that one. I actually forgot I had that on my computer. Just kind of nosing through some stuff, seeing what I had to finish up for the year, and stumbled across that gem. So yeah, Adam, you I know you commented on the Vanilla Gorilla review. Sound like you might have had the same experience with yours as well. And they're good. They just need to break in. And that's something a lot of people don't want to mess with. So what do you do, right? But I'm trying to think. I'm thinking I want to do, like, with this vlog, I'm going to do maybe just like an adventure of the day. I thought about just like kind of like documenting the ballpark. I don't know. I like vlogging, but like I'm not an interesting enough person to vlog all the time. But I thought it would be interesting enough to maybe like start the day early, like I did the last vlog, start the day really early and take you through the entire day instead of just the day at the ballpark, which is what in my mind what a vlog would be, is just the day at the ballpark. But there's obviously more that goes into it to that, especially when you're playing with a lot of friends and like, you know, catching up and doing that kind of thing. So we'll probably just kind of fire from the hip for that. But I don't know what I'm going to swing. I've got all kinds of stuff just laying around waiting to be swung as far as like my personal bats. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. Maybe I'll post them up on the channel here and let you guys decide. Do like a poll or something? What do you think? Also, not a big like bottled water, like, you know, I have to have bottled water. I buy it by the case or anything like that, but I've been on a little bit of a bottled water kick lately. I couldn't tell you why, but it's a good way to get water in. I've been drinking a lot of water because of it, so I'm not going to complain. I was on the Smart Water for a while and then transitioned into here lately the Life Water. And I'm going to tell you why I went from Smart Water to Life Water. Bottles are dope. I like really enjoy the artwork on the bottles, and that's really about it. What's everybody's bottled water of choice? I feel like that's a decent question. We were getting into this debate at work the other day. It's like, guy says, I don't even drink bottled water. You know, I just go to the water fountain. That's fine. But this is just, I don't know, what I prefer. I just thought the artwork is very pleasing. Looks cool to carry around. Everybody's like, oh, dang, what's on that water bottle? I'm like, man, I don't know. Looks cool, though. I have heard of Liquid IV, Adam. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. I know one of the popular ones is the canned water. What is it? Liquid Death or something like that? I thought about getting some of those. My podcast OGs will remember when we did the drink of the podcast. Back when it was still like a video style podcast, we always did the drink of the podcast, and that got interesting for a while. The one that always sticks out of my mind was the soda Moxie, and it was like a ginger root extract soda. I'm telling you, the hair on my chest today is from that soda. I promise you. Absolutely promise you. Oh, shoot. Okay. Josh in the chat. What's up, Josh? Glad you made it. Hello from America this evening. Been doing a thing for a minute here, so we'll go ahead and get rolling. There was a couple things I did want to finish up from Casey's questions that I didn't get to last week because kind of one thing snowballed into another, and I'm completely fine with that because it lets the questions last that much longer. But there was I think it was 2 weeks ago. No, I guess it was 3. Whatever it was. Hell, I don't know. I posted some Q&A on the Facebooks, and Casey had a list of questions. Casey from Pure had a list of questions. They were great questions. I actually filled the podcast with just kind of talking about those and using those for topics, and didn't even get close to finishing his list of questions. So we'll finish them up here. And his first one is, how do I feel about Spiders drafts, and will I ever attend one? So the Spiders drafts is essentially, to my understanding, a super draft tournament. I don't know if there is Spiders pros. I know that some of the tournaments that do super drafts, like they have, you know, pro players that will be designated to each team, basically. So I do know that there is pros for those. I don't know if there is for the Spiders tournaments or not, but it is a complete super draft. It's always a wild draw, and I've got quite a few friends that play in those. They say they're an absolute blast. I would like to play in one. I don't know enough about the scheduling and keeping up with that to stay in the loop of when they are to maybe try to plan to go to one or where they're at or anything else. I know Vegas is always a really popular one. My buddy PJ, he played in one here not too long ago, and that man was covered head to toe in dirt in his pictures. Kid looked like he was out there just straight grinding. And it's always cool to hear like the stories of the guys that get like red hot and end up finishing really well, because it's a chance to like gel with people. It's everybody's there for the same reason. I like the idea of it for this reason. Everybody's there for the same reason. I mean, yes, you all are at a softball tournament to play softball regardless, but to me, the Spiders drafts are kind of different in the aspect of you know what you're getting yourself into when you're showing up with not your team. You're showing up just ready to completely fly by the seat of your pants and play with whoever you play with. I know there's group chats and stuff, for people to kind of get to know each other, at least in the group chat, and kind of carry on and go from there. But I really enjoy it in the aspect that like it would be a chance to meet a bunch of new people. And I know that there have been people that have made pretty decent friends out of the group of Spiders draft people. And if you know me at all, clearly, because I sit here and talk to you people for an hour a week, almost completely interrupted, I can talk to anybody about anything at any time. So it would be really fun to do one of those sometime. But there's no plans in the near future to do anything like that. But I do genuinely enjoy the fact that it's a chance to, what you might say, diversify the game. And the last question that Casey had was, if I could interview one major player, who would I interview and why? And that's a tough one. Because like everybody always thinks of, guys like, Ryan, like your current time guys, which is, we're all in the current time, so it's understandable. You got guys like, Ryan Harvey and Andrew Collins and Jason Branch and all these guys. Jason Branch's been around for a long time, and Collins and Harvey have been around the conference for a good minute now. It's not like they just hit the scene. But one guy that I feel like I could sit down and talk to and just pick his brain. Honestly, I don't know jack about the guy, other than he doesn't know how to make it out and he can play just about any position in the field, is Bryson Baker. He's getting up there in age now, but I can promise you he could still go out there and flat ball with anybody out there. The guy, it's so crazy to watch him hit. He's one of those guys that could manipulate backspin, topspin. You could see him turn a ball over into a gap and hook a ball into a gap. There was never a swing he didn't have when he needed it. If he needed a home run, he could hit a home run. I don't remember the number, so I'm not even going to try and spit a number out there, but it was something extremely ridiculous for the amount of home runs in a row that he hit at one of the major World Series years ago. It was back when the Easton, I think it was the year they were swinging the East and Torque. If that gives you an idea. I think that would have been 14, right? Was that the year the Torque line came out? 14 and 15? Yeah, I think so. And it's a poke. Don't get me wrong when I say he's squeaking him over the fence. But a lot of, I shouldn't say even a lot, but he was just dumping him right over the left field fence and down into the corner, right behind the fence. It was just automatic. Every time he swung the bat, the ball went over the fence. It was just so crazy to watch. He's consistent. He can put the ball anywhere. He can hit for power. He can hit line to line. He was a lot of fun to watch hit. And like he acted like when he was up there, Adam, get out of my head, dude. I'd just have you on here sometime. We're always like in each other's heads. Adam said it. He's the most like nonchalant hitter, dude. He walks up to the plate. Pardon my French, but he walks up to the plate like he ain't giving a fuck. I mean, he's like, you know what? That's fine. It's like, you throw it wherever you want. I'm gonna hit it anyway. Like there is nothing worse than is a pitcher. Like guy gets in a box with like that body language, like just throw it so I can swing. Because I'm going to get a hit. There's absolutely nothing worse. I was talking with Brian about that not too long ago. He was playing in a tournament, and you got the guy that he comes up his first at bat and hits the left field line. He comes up his second at bat and hits the right field line. And then he comes up in another at bat and blows the ball out of the ballpark. So it's like, what do you throw the guy? He can hit both lines and he can blow one out of the park. And then he said to end the game that they were playing against the men, he hit like like a distance, like, most people have more distance pulling the ball. A lot of people do. And he hit it with that same kind of distance to right field. Like that's the kind of hitter that Bryson Baker is at the top level. That's not just like talking E-ball, D-ball. He is at the top level playing against the top competition, the top defense, and the top pitchers with regulated equipment, hitting like that. It's so crazy. It's almost like unfair almost at times. But I would love to like sit him down and pick his brain on like his approach on hitting and where he learned to just be a stone cold hitter, like an automatic hitter, almost never making outs. And he was pretty handy defensively too. He could play a lot of different positions. I've seen clips of him pitching. I've seen clips of him playing middle infield. I've seen clips of him playing third. I've seen clips of him in the outfield. The guy could just do it all. He could do it on the field. He can do it on the plate. I would love to just sit down and like pick his brain for like a good 20, 30 minutes, however long I could keep him for, because I can think of like a million different questions to ask that guy. And it would be kind of cool to hear his story too. Like guy had been playing the game for a long time, back when the combat was tough and all. He was a combat guy for a minute, but that was when I first started following softball and kind of getting into that realm of things. That was like the first guy that I noticed, and just kind of kept up with him through the years ever since. It was just always fun to watch him play. If I could get that guy cornered and talk to him for like 20, 30 minutes, that would be so awesome. So that would be the one guy that I would choose. I have had Davis Bellardello on the show here a couple times. Dude's always a great time. I love having him on. I know that he is in and out of the podcast at times. He'll be in here in the comment section every now and then. And his company's good, even if, there's not a ton to talk about. We can always come up with something and posting and getting topics and questions and things like that. He's an open book, and that's the thing I do enjoy about talking to him, is he'll weigh in with his opinions on things. I feel like some of those guys just go for the politically correct things, but he's not afraid to speak his mind. I do enjoy that when we sit down and have our conversations on here. So let's see. I don't think Mrs. Hero is almost ready. What do we do, guys? You gonna be some questions and topics in here, so I can just delay and wait for her to get in here? What are we gonna do? For those that didn't catch the first opening of the show, I posted another Q&A on Facebook tonight. If you guys follow over there, that's what the poll is up here for right now in the comment section. So I thought about, I looked at one comment because it was a guy that I knew had nothing to do with softball. He's a personal friend of mine here local. I mean, dude hasn't played softball in years, and he asked the most off the wall, what the hell question. It's somebody who replied to him, and I was like, hey, don't encourage him. Because then he's just going to start posting that stuff. If you're wondering who I'm talking about, it's the guy that always says in every live feed on Facebook, I just hope both teams have fun. That's the thing he always says every time. He must have my live notifications turned on for Facebook. When Brian and the guys go live, that's what he always says. I just hope both teams have fun. Dude's a clown. He's been one of my best friends since we were kids. We've been through a lot of crap together. So when he gets on there and kind of trolls the page a little bit, I always enjoy it. Yeah, Matthew, that might have been the Ducks and Rhinos conversation. I didn't even look that close at the question. I think that is what it was how many ducks would it take to kill a rhino? Dude, I don't even know. Is that right? And then I think he asked. I think I had a bunch of notifications from him, so I'm thinking that must have been. That was one of them. I don't know what else he asked, because I'm sure he went on a tirade after I said don't encourage him. John, what's up? Mr. Hancock, how you doing? What's everybody got planned for the weekend? Is anybody playing softball anywhere? For those that are just getting here, we are going to do a little bit of vlog action this weekend and see what's good with all that. That'll be fun. Let me check with Mrs. Hero and see if she's in a position to come in here or not. She might still be trying to get our feral cat of a child to go to bed. Let me see. All right, we'll see what she says. I'm not sure what she's got going on. John says it's cold as heck there, staying inside. So it's getting chilly here, for sure. And I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad on Saturday. I think it's supposed to be like a high of 60, but it's always like the beginning and end of the day is what makes it brutal. But being on turf, I don't know what being on turf would be like in the cold. I know in the heat it's miserable. Because like the heat just radiates off of the turf sometimes. So I'm not sure what that'll be like. Eric says he's going to Southern California to take pictures at the State Junior College Championship football game. That'll be fun. I do remember you saying you've been into the photography stuff a little bit, right? I always told myself I was going to do that at the ball fields and stuff like that, but just so many other things going on, usually talking to people and being a social butterfly, and sometimes, if you play tournament softball, you understand, you just get in that groove of like, it's just one game to another game, to the next game, to the next game. You don't get a whole lot of downtime to like sit around and do that stuff. She looks thrilled to be here.
Finger guns. Here I am, I'm ready.
So pull it up on Facebook on your phone. And then, my dear, you can just fire away.
We must pay homage to
I think it's cold. I'm about to have a heat stroke. All right, testing. Testing. Can everybody say something so the crowd can hear you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Who else would I be talking to right now?
I can't really hear you. Now I know why you always say, huh?
Well, yeah.
With these someone.
Imagine having Dylan yelling in my ear, or Brian, or Q talking about God knows what. So are you just starting straight from the top? How you doing this?
Well, I don't know.
I don't either.
I'm on your page and you don't have a live.
Oh, it's on Facebook.
Okay.
So the question, the Q&A is coming from Facebook.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I should have explained. That's what I get for. I need to use details, people. That, by the way, there was 4 votes that all voted yes.
On what?
For you to come and do this.
Well, there you go. Who likes me? Who were the 4 people?
Better be everybody.
Yeah, right.
Pull that a little bit closer. I mean, whatever you want to do, I guess.
So sorry.
All right.
I'm going to start off with your top fan.
Oh, no.
Snacks asks, what are you doing? Bruh, the new Warzone map is live.
Oh, I want to know why I'm not playing Warzone instead of podcast. Why does he always do that? Always trying to get him to play. I hope he's listening to this, or I hope he catches up with it later. I'm always trying to get him to play Warzone. He's like, I got this going on. I got that going on. I got to go post, food for my Instagram story or my YouTube channel, yada, yada, yada. You laugh, but you know it's true.
I'm not laughing at you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're not. Scott's been on a tear in there.
Absolutely.
I got all those notifications.
Perfect. They are great.
So, yeah, he was whining about that. So I actually tried downloading the new Warzone update, and something went wrong with my computer, and I had to delete it all and start over. Next question.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to decide.
Just start at the top. Work your way down.
Okay. How much sawdust can you put in a Rice Krispie treat before people will start to notice?
Was that Scott?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm thinking you could do like a pinch of salt. I'm thinking you could sprinkle sawdust. I don't think anybody would notice. I don't know. I'm going with a good tablespoon as long as it's a 9 by 13.
I mean, what kind of tree is it coming from?
2 by 4? I don't know. Where's a 2 by 4 coming from?
Oh my god. This is not happening right now.
It's sawdust.
So
I took it as not a tree, but like treated wood.
So I've had the unfortunate pleasure of tasting a lot of sawdust in my day. And
From your tree trimming days?
yeah, it was real great, let me tell you. I don't miss those days at all.
Well, I'm gonna tell Mason you're really hurting for work.
Yeah, so my brother owns a tree trimming company, and I have cut down. Like I have a very strong like disdain for trees being near houses.
I want a hammock.
You can have a hammock. There's 2 pillars on the back patio.
Okay, well, no. I want tree for shade. I want a tire swing.
I mean, you can go on with that attitude as far as I'm concerned.
I had one, and my dad broke it.
Well, yeah, y'all had trees around your house too, and you had leaves all over your yard, leaves in your gutters, and everything else.
And no, we had no trees next to our house. My gutters are spotless.
If there's leaves in the yard when you look outside, the trees are too close to the house. I'm not saying I'm like anti-trees.
Okay.
Trees are good for the environment and everything. I just don't want them around my house.
My backyard, my house, my front yard, you're gonna have to mute me. There were no trees, but yeah, there were trees in my yard because the trees in my yard was huge. I lived on a farm. There were no trees and there were no leaves in my gutters.
I'm not answering this question. Next question.
It has nothing to do with sawdust. On an average day, how many pigeons do you think you could reasonably carry? I'm going only with 2.
God damn it, Scott. Next question.
No, 2.
Why only 2 in a whole day?
On an average day, I think I can only do 2. Depends on how fat they are. My hands are kind of tiny. I thought these were questions for you to answer.
I mean, I don't hate the conversation though. I mean, nobody here's complaining. I mean, we got 7 viewers right now. See, I think I could on an average day. I mean, if I'm putting in an 8-hour work day, I can probably move about 10 of them little fuckers an hour. So I'm good for a good 80 penguins, I'd say.
Oh my god! This made me think of the time you caught that mouse.
Hey y'all, listen. I straight puma catted this mouse.
I have never seen such athleticism.
I was feeling sporty that night. Absolutely sporty. I'm about to mute her.
Oh my god!
Tell you right now. Oh, I'm telling you, hey, that mouse got. That's all I'm saying. Next question.
You clunked it onto the roof of our neighbor's house.
I just threw it as far as it would go. Okay, come on.
I'm so sorry.
She's incriminating me here.
Scott did a lot of these. You want me to read all of Scott's?
No, let's move on to like maybe I can't do a whole list of these.
Okay. All right. Okay, but Jeremy Webb, and I don't know if he's listening, he really liked this question from Scott.
Yeah, we've already been over that one.
The ducks.
Yeah, how many ducks does it take to kill a rhino?
Are ducks violent?
I mean,
I guess the ones in the park are a little violent.
Yeah, the ducks and the geese, yeah. Like,
Okay.
they get mad. So I used to work at the city park out here, and, like, the ducks would, like, come up and, like, bite people. It's like, please don't feed the ducks, because the ducks would just bite you. But everybody showed up to feed the ducks because they wanted their kids to see the ducks, and they get mad that the ducks and the geese were biting their kids. They can be hostile little animals. I'm going with probably 13 of them. They're going to blind the rhino. They're going to peck its eyes out. Nip, nip, nip. They're going to blind it. And then it's going to walk into oncoming traffic and die. Next question.
No, I'm going to say that you need like a full Alfred Hitchcock birds swarm of ducks. So I don't have an exact number, but
That's
the
deep.
amount of birds that it took to peck those teachers' eyes out in that movie, that's how many.
I'm going with 13 because, like, you got to figure some point along the way, like, I mean, a rhino could just, like, close its eyes. It's got the big eyelids, It's going to take a few ducks. Like, their bills might get a little,
13 is not enough.
Anyway.
Micah, would you rather live the way you're living right now, current job, financial situation, or be a billionaire forever, the money never dries up? But it's But every single day,
God,
at some
Micah.
point in the day that you don't know when, a midget is going to come out of nowhere and treat your boys as a speed bag for 4 straight minutes, but it doesn't cause any health problems, it just hurts. Are you going to live as you are right now, or are you going to be a billionaire forever?
I thought I said this stuff never let me down. And this is what you people are giving me.
Oh, this guy.
But yeah, I am doing that because, I mean, I got enough money that I can, you know. I mean, there was never anything in there about defending myself.
This is true.
I should be a lawyer. Anyway.
Sorry. I just bought a new No Return Anarchy 22 a day. I used it for BP and it developed a weird noise inside the barrel. What would you do to fix it? I bought the bat from a Facebook group, so don't see any way of fixing it unless I do it myself. What would you do? Ooh, can I answer it?
No, I'll handle this one.
Damn.
So, the owners of Anarchy are pretty active on Facebook. They're all really good guys. I would definitely recommend reaching out to them. If you got it from an Anarchy group, I'm sure that they are in that group. They keep pretty good tabs on their social media stuff. Maybe drop a message to one of them, or even post in the group saying, hey, or contact Anarchy, you know, and say, hey, this is going on with this bat. And I would be willing to bet that as long as no foul play is involved and it's something where the defect showed up shortly after you took it out of the wrapper, that they would be willing to help you out. Don't hold me to that, but they do usually do a pretty good job of taking care of their customers. So I would suggest reaching out and seeing what they had to say.
That was what I was going to say.
Well, next
Not
question.
that exact thing, but...
Yeah, you know, we brought you here that nobody voted for you to answer the questions. Everybody voted for you to read them.
Right.
Adam said he's taking the midget too. I don't blame you, dude. I mean, nothing said I can't defend myself. I just got to thwart off a little midget, you know, for 4 minutes every day. I'm a billionaire. I'll pay someone to do it.
A midget defender.
Yeah.
Rank the top 5 teams in the C and D divisions in Missouri for next year, in your opinion.
That's too sticky.
There's your answer, folks.
Who asked that question?
CJ Speen.
He ain't even in C or D. What's he matter? Congratulations to CJ and my guy Steven Robbs, by the way, for making the move up to the conference. We'll be playing a little bit of conference b-ball next year. Can't wait to be watching them on the live feed. CJ, if you're in here, I know you said you like to go to bed early and you don't catch these night shows very often. So if you are in here catching up with this later, congratulations, my friend. I know I already reached out to you, but I wanted to go ahead and tell everybody on here because I'm proud of you, man. Let's go. Next question.
Okay, it's Micah again.
Hold on tight, kids.
Would you rather swing one less than impressive softball bat for the rest of your career, like a DeMarini corn dog or an old aluminum bat, something that won't get hotter with age, or swing a different, extremely hot every at bat, but you don't get to pick the bat, your opponent does, and they're all mid-loads?
Okay, first of all, you should really get a good job creating hypothetical situations for research and development companies, because what the hell?
Oh, also bring Riley with you.
Oh yeah, she's definitely your sidekick for sure, because she can come up with some pretty off the wall shit. But to answer your question, I'm definitely going DeMarini corn dog. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going what is it? The worth of PST 137, PST Max, right? Eric, help me out. I know you know what I'm talking about. They had an 11-inch barrel on it. Dude, the thing was nuts. One of the powder shells, it was absolutely crazy. So yeah, I mean, clearly take that. I feel like I'm a lawyer here. He's trying to set me up.
A lawyer.
Yeah, I'm finding ways out of these shitty scenarios to make something good out of them.
You are absolutely flattering yourself there.
Yeah, I totally am.
Dan asks a very serious question.
Dan
is
who?
cereal soup? No, it is not. It is cereal, just like is chili soup. No, it's chili.
Dan who?
No.
Dan who?
Bregman.
Oh yeah, he's the same guy that asked me if a hot dog is a sandwich. Yes.
No, it's not.
Bread, meat, bread.
What?
Bread, meat, bread.
No, because a sandwich is bread, cheese, meat, cheese, bread. or another combo of
fine.
those things.
PST 137. Eric got it right. Thank you. So anyway.
No, you can't call a hot dog a sandwich.
Like hell
It's a
you
hot
can't.
dog.
You can then put cheese on your damn hot dog. By the way, has anybody ever had a Chicago dog? Very good. There's this guy that does a food truck at work. He comes to work every once in a while. And I had a couple of hot dogs from his food truck one day. And he had a Chicago dog. And let me tell you something. That was a hitter. I enjoyed it. I'm usually not big on like piling a hot dog like full of stuff. But this is like a good like girthy hot dog.
Oh, God.
It was a pile up with toppings and everything.
word.
It was pretty good.
Okay.
So yeah, is cereal soup?
Don't say yes.
No, because you got to cook soup.
Not really. You ate chili. Well, chili's not soup.
It's been cooked. Chili is too soup.
No, it's not. Chili is chili. Soup is chicken noodle soup, vegetable soup. Chili is chili. It is its
Chili
own category.
is a soup.
No, it is its own category because you can put chili on hot dogs. You can make a Frito chili pie. What can you do with chicken noodle soup? You're not going to put it on a bunch of Fritos.
It's just a versatile soup.
Versatile soup.
Yeah. Come on.
The ninjas of soup.
Yeah, see?
No, it's not a soup.
So I should have been a lawyer. I'm telling you guys.
Oh my god.
Chicago dog, bright green relish. Yeah, Eric. So that was actually the first time I've actually ever had relish. And it was, I can't remember what all was in the relish, but it was something very spicy that was also included in it. The what do you want to call it? The theme of the food, it was like Cajun. It's kind of like, it was a Cajun twist on a Chicago dog. It's like everything he had was like Cajun, Southern, like, you know,
Southern
kind of.
Cajun? What
Yeah.
was that? Southern hibachi.
Yeah, Southern hibachi. Oh, so, God, this never goes well. So, me and Gabe go to Arkansas, go play in a softball tournament. On our way back, we see a legit like food truck at a gas station. It said something's some Asian. It was an Asian name. It said Southern hibachi. What is Southern hibachi? I mean,
A fried Oreo and some rice.
no, that's some Paula Deen shit.
Butter. Your resident king shithead asks, how much chest hair is too much chest hair?
Ooh, that's a good question. All right, weigh in.
Me?
Yeah, you're a girl, and we're a bunch of dudes trying to make sure we're lined up right.
It shouldn't look like a rug.
But like, should it be like baby bottom smooth?
No, I don't think so. I mean, here's my thing. If that's your preference with your chest hair, go for it. You do whatever you want to do with your chest hair, but if it looks like a shag carpet, you should probably do something about it.
So you don't want it real thick.
No.
Whoa, what's that face? Man, I should have did this one on video.
I'm imagining thick
So like,
anyways.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like a good kind of like you can still see the skin underneath.
Well,
It's not like a shag rug. You don't look at him and then like get all itchy like thinking about it. Like, you ever see people that the chest so hairy that like you can see their chest hair through their shirt?
Yeah, like you think that they need a deep V and to put them on a car lot in Texas.
Yeah.
Not anything like that.
Yeah, no.
That's terrifying.
No, just like a nice kind of like a eyelash long, maybe like eyebrow long, kind of like.
I don't know. I've never studied chest hair this much. You're asking so many questions.
Well, I mean,
I've never ever in my life.
I haven't either, but Wyatt's got a good question.
Hair and been like,
Wyatt, if
"It's
you're
a
here,
good
are you going to
half
be at the lake on Saturday? I'm going to have a good answer for you by then, but I'm going with a little bit of chest hair is a nice look.
I mean, so you want me to answer the chest hair question now? You didn't want me to answer the duck question, but the chest hair question. I'm a girl.
Well,
I'm a
yeah,
lady.
you're right.
Following that one up, Brian Fisk asks, which shaving or waxing, which do you choose and why? Jesse chooses neither, ever. Sometimes I look at him and I'm like, when's the last time you cut your hair?
Yeah.
Or hey, I'm kissing your mustache. Do you mind taking care of that? So, Jesse always chooses neither.
I mean, honestly, I've never had hair waxed on my body before.
Fair. So you can't make that choice.
Yeah, so I can't make that choice. But I always thought it'd be amusing to wax somebody's eyebrows, like the whole eyebrow. Volunteers?
Oh Jesus.
Anybody?
Wyatt. He asked. Oh no, Brian. Brian Fisk asked the question. He gets to volunteer.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Brian, follow up with me in a couple days, buddy. We'll come on up to Omaha and get you taken care of.
I've always wanted to go to the zoo up there.
Yeah, see?
How does an upper level defense operate? Who runs what? Other than the pitcher, what are the key roles? Man, people are asking real questions.
Ooh, who asked that question? That's a good question.
Bo Johnston?
Okay. So I personally, not being at the upper level, can't answer this question with like 100% accuracy. But from what I've been around the game and like the level of players of... Come on, I'm trying to answer it. Muted. From who I've been around that's been at the higher level and does play at the higher level, it definitely seems like the pitcher is kind of going to be your go-to guy, especially on the infield. And I've even seen, not necessarily at like the high, like AB and AA and major level, but I've even seen where some middlemen will even set outfielders as well. Maybe it's because he's closer to communicate. I don't really know the idea behind that, but it is kind of nice to not have to feel like as a pitcher you have to direct traffic with everybody. The biggest thing you got to do is have your pitcher and your middleman on the same page, because your pitcher needs to fall one way, your middleman needs to at least be on the other side, and your middleman is also going to, if he's playing the strong side, he's going to tell whichever fielder, the shortstop or the second baseman, to keep pushing, keep moving, keep going over, because I'm coming with you. There's nothing more frustrating than watching a middleman move over, and then the middleman and the fielder that's next to him could touch hands, or maybe that fielder has gone too far, and the middleman can bring him back. The middleman's got to be able to direct traffic, because in an ideal situation, the pitcher and the middleman should be on the same page, and the pitcher can say, middleman, go here, and the middleman can kind of direct traffic as far as that stuff goes there. Maybe that's a good question. Maybe I've got a guy I might be able to bring on for that. That would be kind of cool. That's an idea. I'm going to pin that question somewhere, and we're going to revisit that sometime. You are officially unmuted.
Thanks.
Hey, don't give me that attitude. Thanks. I'm trying to answer a question. You're over here laughing, causing a distraction.
I'm sorry. Micah had a good one. But I want to jump over to Todd Page's question.
No.
It's not as bad as you think.
Okay.
Because I know it's going to spark a conversation between the two of us, and I'm ready for it.
Uh-oh.
That
means I'm getting ready to cry. I'm getting ready to incriminate myself here. That's exactly what that means. Todd Page is always good at things like that.
Would you rather have more followers on YouTube or TikTok?
Next question.
Seeing as how you don't have a TikTok, but you show me months old, do not mute me.
I'm not. I'm turning you up a little bit.
Seeing as how you show me months old TikToks that you have now circulated over to Facebook, I feel like you should just get TikTok solely for the sheer fact so that I can send you the shit. And
Whoa, watch your mouth.
Sorry.
I've been cussing here all night. It's fine.
Since when do we not cuss in this house?
So anyway.
Our daughter apologized for being an asshole once. So we're not doing very well.
I wonder if I could... Can you find that clip really fast?
Oh, yeah. It's right here in my favorites.
So anyway, no, I am not getting TikTok. I'm not doing that. I'm not about that life. TikTok to me, and sorry for anybody that uses TikTok and is a fan of TikTok, I feel like it is the biggest waste of space and energy and time ever. I wasn't a big Vine guy. I'm not a big TikTok guy. What was it? There was TikTok and there was Vine. And what was the other one?
TikTok and Vine are it.
I thought there was one more.
I don't know.
I just don't see a need for it. Like,
it's just mindless.
Right. Just like anything else. Like, I'm not even a fan of Instagram for the same reason. Like, I feel like I can't really take anything in.
I mean, how?
Other than like videos and pictures and videos and pictures. And
What's
like
YouTube?
my big thing with Instagram is everybody wants to live the Instagram life. Everything's sunshine and rainbows and everybody's always happy and my life's always perfect and look what I'm doing today, and not everybody's that way, so don't misunderstand me, but I can't stand when people hide behind a persona of social media. I'm telling you right now, like, I turn this microphone off, I'm going to act the same exact way that I am as I'm sitting here right now. Like a complete jackass. It's just what I do. It's what I do day in and day out. I do not change for anything that has to do with YouTube. When you see what you see in the videos is what we do when the cameras are off. The only thing when the cameras are on is we do clean up the language a little bit. Just so we're not like painting ourselves into corners with YouTube and getting mad at us. And I do know that some people do sit down and enjoy the reviews, maybe while their kids are in the room or maybe watch them on the TV. And I've even honestly had a couple of guys tell me that, like, you know, hey, me and my son like to watch your reviews. So I do try and keep it like PG most of the time. Sometimes I'll get PG-13 with it. But that's who I am. So I feel like Instagram is kind of one of those like ways to live a fake life. TikTok to me is just mindless, like everybody does the same little like bangy hands dance, and everybody dances to the same song. They've all got their own way of doing it. And then you've got the thing that talks like this and reads the captions of the videos. And like,
Okay, but like you're talking about two incredibly big trends, dances and the Siri voice talking. But like my following page and my For You page is so tweaked, I don't see any dances ever. Never. I can't remember the last time I saw a TikTok dance.
but I also just don't feel like I'm taking anything in either.
Are you taking anything in when you watch YouTube?
Yeah.
Like I'm taking things in whenever I watch TikTok. Did you know the NFL has a TikTok?
I don't give a damn.
I'm just saying.
Fair.
And Facebook is just as mindless too.
It can be at times, yeah. I will agree with that.
So, I mean,
I get sucked into Facebook Watch. How many times have your feet gone numb on the toilet watching Facebook Watch?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah! Because we've all been there. And yes, okay. To be fair, that is somewhat like TikTok when you get sucked into the Facebook Watch thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But my other thing, too, is like, they're just short videos. It's like...
No, I got sucked into a 28-minute...
Whoa, I'm not throwing that at you. Chill out.
A 28-minute. It is a YouTube channel, but I got sucked into their Facebook Watch is how I found them, and I don't really YouTube that much. So it's called Adventures with Purpose, and they drag. What's wrong? Can you not bend over and get it?
No, my belly's in the way, bitch. Hey, y'all, so listen. There wasn't the break room today, right? Quiet. Like, dude, you could have heard a pin drop in this place. I feel a sneeze coming over me. I'm like, hold my nose. I'm like trying to hold my sneeze in. Hey, burp right there in the chair. Plastic chair. Like right at the back of the chair. I was in the corner of the room. Bro, it was lit. Like, I was so glad when everybody walked out so I could laugh at myself. So anyway, TikTok is dumb. We're going YouTube all day.
The question was, would you have more followers? Well, the answer is...
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it meant, would I want more followers on one platform or the other?
Jesse would automatically have more followers on YouTube because he doesn't have a TikTok, nor will he try it. But I follow he's a conference player. I follow him on TikTok, and I watch his videos, and he's insane. I'll try and find him. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, so honestly, to be genuinely honest, and like all bias aside, yeah, I do feel like that my channel would be bigger if I had a TikTok page. I do think, I mean, obviously Will is a very entertaining person to watch anyway. On the baseball side of things, his slow pitch stuff is probably the same way. I'm not on TikTok, so I can't tell you what he does baseball and slow pitch wise. On those platforms, I do know he's probably very much a thing in the baseball world. But Will from Softball Bat Bros and Baseball Bat Bros, dude's a full-time YouTuber. And I'm guaranteeing you that a lot of people have discovered him. I mean, he's got, between the two channels, almost 300,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure it might be even more by now. I haven't checked. I'm not like checking sub counts and all this crap.
That guy.
Oh yeah, he whooped it pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Bradley Evans is who she's talking about. The guy that was in all the Bait and Axe videos a while back. That's the guy that she's talking about. She follows it. I'm not sure he's playing conference ball. He will be soon. The way he hits, he will be soon. But anyway, so I do think that TikTok does, kind of push to that a little bit. Because, I mean, it's, people just sitting there swiping through it all day. It's easy to swipe through and get through a lot of stuff. I have to watch something I feel like where I'm taking something in. A lot of the YouTube stuff I watch is like video game stuff or car stuff. In the video game stuff, I'm like watching how they play, trying to pick up the things that they do. In the car stuff is like, yes, it's entertaining, but at the same time, you watch the right content and, you're going to learn something along the way as well. Oh, okay, so Bradley's back with Axe. Okay, so I knew he had signed with Louisville, but I didn't know he was back with Axe now. Honestly, I'm not really in close contact with the guy or anything, so I don't know a ton about him, but I do know he was swinging the axe in the videos, and then he was doing the Louisville thing, and then he went back. Apparently, you're saying now he's back with Axe. Next.
Okay. Bang one, marry one, and Rosie O'Donnell, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Bear.
Who has that one?
Micah.
Of course he did. So who's the last one? Jody who?
Joy Bear. They're all hosts on The View.
I gotta look this up. Joy
Behar. She should have the red hair. Okay, yeah, that's her.
Oh yeah, we can totally get rid of that one if you know what I mean.
I mean, but Rosie O'Donnell and Whoopi Goldberg are your other choices now. So which one are you banging and which one are you marrying? Might have got rid of one too fast.
No, definitely not. I mean, I'll do anything you say I did it once. Rosie, come over here. And then, who was the last one? Oprah, you said?
So you're marrying Whoopi.
Whoopi Goldberg's loaded. She's rich. And she's freaking hilarious.
I mean, I'm sure they all are. But Whoopi Goldberg probably is the most funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm in.
Okay.
Ooh, that face. That must have been a good one. Adam said I'd go gay. Stop
so Rosie.
So Rosie. He'd marry Rosie. Oh, man.
So Troy Strawn asked what the best South Park character is, but then he asks a legitimate couple of questions. So answer the South Park character first.
Kind of funny you bring up the South Park thing. So I never really was a big South Park guy. Like, I would watch it if my friends were watching it. That was really about it. And, everybody goes the stereotypical Kenny. Oh my God, they killed Kenny, right? Who was the teacher? The teacher that always went, okay. Whoever that was. Yeah, I know you don't know.
I was not allowed to watch South Park. I wasn't allowed to do anything.
Yeah. So, Matthew Clark said best comment of the podcast. Dude, there's been a lot of shit going on here lately. You're going to have to be more specific than that. I didn't watch a lot of South Park. The teacher that always went, okay, just really cracked me up. We was actually talking about that today. Okay, move on. What's the next one?
Thoughts on BP inside versus outside? I'm always going to go with inside unless it's summer, then I want outside.
I always want to hit outside. No,
it's too cold. Once it hits about October, I'm done with being outside until May.
Well, I mean, I can't shoot content inside.
Well, I'm so sorry about you. That's why I've played how many snowballs? 2?
That is true. I played that one time. Oh, Adam's comment. So then there was the one time, I think I told that story not too long ago, so I'm not going to get really far into it again. Remember the time we all went to the Wabash? And then we got a fan club at the Wabash and they actually came out and watched us play softball. Yeah. That was so funny. Who goes to a bar? Where else can you go? You go to a bar, you'd find a group of people who leave the bar to come watch you play softball in the freezing ass cold. That's lit. Next question.
Would you rather play on a little field with limited home runs or a big field with unlimited home runs?
A big field, unlimited home runs, easy. If I'm talking like strictly from a free swinging standpoint, not so much like I'm looking to hit a bunch of home runs. There's a lot of grass out there if it's a big field. All you gotta do is get it over the infield, and your money all day long. I will say your outfielders are gonna hate you. That's a fact.
Darren Kendrick.
Ooh, I'm gonna like this one.
Oh, don't speak too soon.
Oh, Darren.
Red or black? That's all it says.
What?
I'm just reading what he wrote. I'm just the messenger. Do you know how often I say this at work? I'm just the messenger.
Well, I mean,
do you want me to take a message for you?
You do answer the phone for like 4 lawyers, so.
Do you want to take a message or put them on the calendar? What do you want? Just tell me what to do.
So, all right, red or black? Fuck, I don't even know. Like, we talking cars? You know what? No. You know what?
No red cars.
It's not that I know that he's gonna hear this, but I'm definitely going black, just because he's a Chiefs fan. I want to say red.
Valid.
Yeah.
So I'll go with black too, for the same reason.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right.
Last one. What? What? Do both. Yeah. All right, so there's 2 questions left. We're just going to do both.
Your top 10 bats of 2021. That'll come at the end of the year.
Hang on. Where's that? Oh.
Oh gosh. Oh boy.
Stand by.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I've got it somewhere. Oh, come on.
Did you delete it?
No, I didn't actually.
I did something really similar today and I almost cried.
Did you really?
Yeah, I straight up deleted it off of my desktop and then somehow took it out of my recycle bin because I'm not a tech-savvy human being.
So my man obviously hasn't watched
I had to do the whole thing over again.
a lot of the podcasts because he would know that I posted my top 5 U-Trip bats already.
But he said top 10.
Back. Yeah, but I don't want to do top 10. There's too many bats.
Okay.
But I can tell you off the top of my head. I was just going to pull up the list so you could see it. U-Trip, I can't do ASA yet because I'm still doing a couple of ASA reviews I'm still working on. So for U-Trip, we're going the Louisville Slugger, the Jenny, which is a full ounce of end load, and the Genesis, the Sanchez Genesis, you should say. That's the half ounce end load. And then the balance one is just as good. All 3 of those is going to be at number 1. Basically, it's just take your pick of which weighting you like the best. They're all phenomenal bats. That technology, Louisville's 240 stuff, is no question better than any 240 stuff on the market. I don't know what they did. I don't know how they do it, but it is phenomenal. So for number 1, you got the Louisville Genesis line from this year, the 2-piece stuff. And then for number 2, you got the Mikan, Freak 9R, and the KP23. Again, full ounce and half ounce. Take your pick. Same barrel. Both perform great. Then at number 3, we got the Davis Bellardello DeMarini Nautilus. That thing was super sick. I really enjoyed swinging that thing. The weighting of that thing was really, really good. And you literally could not miss a sweet spot if you tried. I had a lot of fun swinging that thing. And then, oh man, I forgot number 4. Kind of forget what number 4 was. I said I was going to do that off the top of my head. Oh, okay. Yeah. The Worth Creature. Duh. The Worth Creature is my number 4. It's really hard to go wrong with the big barrel Worth and Mikan. I did prefer the Creature more. I do genuinely believe that the Worth and the Mikan is the same barrels on different handles. And has been that way for years. I think that's where the difference in feel comes from a little bit. They both perform the same. They both break in the same. I just prefer the feel and the loading of the Creature a little bit more. So the Creature is at number 4. And then the Pure NDM 1 comes in at number 5. It's a game-ready bat right out of the wrapper. 1 piece, end loaded. I do believe they come. I'm not sure they come in balanced. I do know they come in half and full ounce, and just absolutely phenomenal bat. I mean, within 20 swings, it was gas. I mean, when they say game ready, they mean it. And the durability is actually holding a little bit. I still got that Indian one on hand. I've poked around on it a little bit in BP here and there. And the durability is still holding up a little bit. I know that's kind of a drawback of a game ready bat. But that's my top 5. And take it or leave it, that's what you got.
The last question is best turfs.
Ooh, definitely got to be some New Balances. So I've been all over the place with turfs. I've tried the Elites, and they're nice. I really did enjoy the Elites that I had. I know the Reebok. Do you remember when the Reebok Zig-Tecs? Remember when everybody was doing the Zig-Tec thing?
You still have a pair.
Yeah, I do. Actually, they're my grass mowing shoes. Super comfortable. I'd wear them things anywhere. Let's see. And everybody's into the trail shoes, like doing the Solomons and stuff like that. But for me, I'm a New Balance guy. I really enjoy my New Balances. They make several different series of New Balances. Headbanger carries quite a bit of them as well, and that's not just like a product plug saying, I think those are the best because Headbanger carries them. My last 2 pairs of turfs that I've gamed, I've got a blue pair that I wear in BP and a black pair that I wear for games, and those have been my turfs of choice for the last, I think 3 or 4 years now. I absolutely love them. I can put them on for the day and not take them off. There's been times where I'll forget to change my shoes after BP or after a game and wear them home and not even realize it. They're comfortable. They feel like shoes. They do super good. Definitely got to go with New Balance.
There you go. That is all of the questions.
No mas?
There are no more.
Look at that. You got 7 extra minutes out of me tonight. So be happy you did, right? Thanks to Mrs. Hero for coming in and doing the off-the-wall Q&A again.
Absolutely. Happy to help.
Everybody say thanks for her for stopping in. And that's it for this podcast. Catch you guys next week. Swing hard in case you hit it. BP Hero. Catch you next time.